Dixon marking. And here's Marshall, the youngster sliding, went to ground, which put him at a disadvantage. Johnson followed in, and now it's Wilson that comes away with it.
It's the right matchup, particularly in the air.
Great understanding there from Westhoff. Marshall, the beneficiary, driving, kick to half-forwards way. Boat just had to bide some time. Wingard was there to Marshall. Got a call from Motlop.
It was phenomenal and a great finish by the first game.
Power Pepper takes it out to half-forward. Into the pump severely as Pearce stands up pretty well, but Marshall kept at it. The tea leaves on that occasion. Marshall over the top. The next kick normally a bit harder. Marshall almost. Blakely tracks it down, runs straight into Motlop. Marshall was there to exert some pressure as well. Watts likewise. Daniel Pearce, they got him straight away. Chance to fly here. Disturbed a little by Johnson. Gray looking for it again. Here's Marshall. Interesting handball back to Gray, but there's two goalkeepers back. Straight away knew exactly where Motlop was, and now we all do. Skimming through into the 50 for Wingard. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty close. It ends in a goal to Marshall. His wares here at the Adelaide Oval. Casual little kick over the top too.
And how many times have they done that? Just chipped it over the man on the mark into a leading alley where no one is filling the hole.
That'll be a fair portion of review, I reckon, come Monday. That'll be a bit to work with for the coaches. Some young and some not quite so young who've made the errors.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Jack.
Speaking of young, Marshall just kicking that last goal before, only 19 years of age. Todd Marshall. And that's a nice strike.
Yeah.
Second goal for Todd Marshall, and the margin back to 34.
We can see Todd Marshall here. He's in a position where he's already signalling to Motlop that he's going to duck back into the space. We've got Nathan Wilson who's trying to fill a lane, but he ends up really not doing anything. He needs to be over here protecting the space that Marshall wants to duck back into. And by the time he turns his head, it's just too late. He's had no impact whatsoever.
Into ground. Neal, the coalface. Marshall again. Again, Mundy. Things hotting up on the outer side. Motlop's got it again.
It was just an absolute scrimmage on the far side.
There was a
What
throw
sport
in
are we
there.
playing?
Gee, it's a good finish though, isn't it?
It's a great finish.
Done very well, but they're certainly getting the job done. Oh, it's downfield. They don't need extras like that to help them score.
Again, I mean, Sam Gray gets up unaffected. He's okay, but just didn't need to do it. I mean, this is Nat 5 just getting frustrated with the way things are going.
Todd Marshall again. Looking for his third goal. He's had a big quarter already. And it's only getting bigger. Cleary. Wingard in front. Strong mark, and look, he's into the next phase already. Bouncing. It started on the wing. He's had three. He'll think about a fourth instead. Pops it for Marshall. And he might as well go on and stroll in for his fourth. And a hole around the Adelaide Oval for Marshall's fourth.
Well, it's a big game. 4 goals in your first game of the year for a young, tall forward to be able to make that sort of contribution. But again, the ability to contested mark, just what that does to the game. It breaks it open. Chad Wingard marking 2v1. And Brad Hill was running down the far wing for Fremantle. Went inside 50 and it was a turnover. Port Adelaide back the other way. They were able to convert, kick a goal, and that's been the difference in the game so far.
One in, please. Thank you.
Yeah, clever was Chad Wingard.
High pressure player.
Watch on your side.
Although he does appear laconic at times. Marshall has a misfire on the first. Decides to use the foot instead and sends it deep for Power Pepper. Crowd on the edge of their seat as the ball goes up to the wing. Marshall can't take the mark. Pearce